But when he was doing that,
You thought...
and Shamika luckily got away, I said, you know what? Sometimes I will leave you to go on the tricycle and fall, and then you would definitely not do it again. Hi guys, welcome back. You are watching and listening to the Young Free and Coupled podcast. I'm Issa.
And I'm Shamika.
And guys, today's episode is sponsored by Audible. Alright, I'm quite excited to have them as a sponsor. The reason why is because Audible do audiobooks. They have a massive selection, over 200,000 audiobooks. Alright, now you obviously know good content. You're a podcast listener. So what I have personally found is being subscribed to probably about 50 podcasts. The next step is audiobooks. Okay, you're busy. If you're like us, you got children. Sometimes you don't really have time to sit down and read a book. But it's so great when you can listen to an audiobook that's really interesting. Yeah, that's definitely something that I'm going to do. They've got loads of different things, celebrities, sports. I'm interested in like wrestling, like WWE or WWF as I used to call it. Stories about the wrestlers. So a lot of the books are actually narrated by the subject of the book.
Do they have children's books?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, that's good, because I can instead of kids always listening to me, they can have some story time.
That's it. So can you imagine if you have children, they've got it from like 1 year old plus. You can play an audiobook to them. So it's a good idea, isn't it? Yeah. So what we want you to do is go to audibletrial.com/YFAC. Alright, you go there, you sign up for a 30-day free trial. That's all you do. You put that in the address bar, sign up for it, try it out over the 30 days. If you don't like it, cancel. You don't pay any more money. If you like it, you carry on. From what I can remember, I think it's about £8 a month. I don't know what that is in dollars.
But you can put all the information down below. Yeah,
all the information will be down below, okay? It's something that I think you guys would really like. So, guys, check it out. Use that link and enjoy some nice content, okay? Hey, babe.
Yes.
Alright, so guys, yes, we're back. Woo! It's been a busy last few days.
It's always a busy last few days.
It's always, every day's busy. Every day's busy for us. I'm sure for you every day's busy too.
Yeah.
Unless you're on holiday, in which case, well done.
Every day I'm on the podcast, I'm yawning.
It's because you're pregnant, the
know.
baby's nearly here, so...
I know, but somebody might be watching and thinking, why is she always yawning? I apologise for yawning all day. I can't help, I'm so tired. Always, I don't know. And I'm getting so close to the end now, so the more sleep I get, the better. Because when the baby comes, boy, I may not have the same chances of sleeping.
Yes, well, we won't. We won't have anywhere near the same chance, will we, babe?
Yeah.
That's the truth of the matter. How far along are you? As you yawn again.
Sorry.
It's alright, people understand.
I'm almost 35 weeks.
And you're going strong.
I'm going strong.
You're going strong. You're still standing.
I'm going strong.
Yeah. And the weather's kind of warm.
It's hot in London right now. It's hot.
Yeah.
It's hot.
The sun is just... It's a little bit chilly, but then the sun comes out and it's just warm. So our American viewers probably think London's always raining and drab, because that's how they kind of show it in the movies. Every time you see London in the movies, they show Big Ben or
a phone box, an old school red phone box
that you don't even really see.
Yeah,
you don't really see them. Yeah, you see a lot of them in central
cab,
London.
should we say cab? It's taxi in America, cab. Yeah.
And it's raining or it's all grey, innit?
London's a bit like New York. because New York in the winter and autumn it's very cold, and it's the same kind of weather. And,
Okay.
and yeah, same kind of.
Yeah, because I was speaking to a podcaster, and I think he's from New York, or some of the hosts are from New York, and I spoke to him probably for about an hour over Facebook on a messaging service, because I love talking to people. If you start talking to me, I'll reply back and whatever. But he was saying how in New York it's really expensive to like buy anywhere to live.
Yeah, it's.
And they have a lot of like flats, just like over here, London building so many flats everywhere you turn. Somewhere that used to be like a little park, now it's flats, everywhere.
Yeah.
And they're saying it's really, really, really expensive.
It
just
is.
like London.
It is. There's some places that are really, some places are more expensive than others. Just like London as well. It depends, like the city.
Yeah. But there's a lot of gentrification going on in New York as well. Like even me, like when I listen to a lot of like rap music here, they used to talk about certain parts of New York, like Bed-Stuy.
Yeah.
That's short for Bedford-Stuyvesant, I think. Yeah. These are all stuff I picked up from music. So if I'm wrong, you need to comment and let me know if I'm not talking sense. But now it's like all those places that were not so favourable.
Yeah.
Now lots of people are moving in.
Yeah, that's like Brixton. Brixton, London is completely different to what it used to be.
It used to be like a place where there was a lot of crazy stuff happening in it. When you used to say Brixton, people be like, "Oh, who are you from Brixton?" Or
yeah,
you live in Brixton.
And it was mainly populated by black people.
Yeah.
Mainly populated by black people. Like some people of other races were quite afraid to go there. But now it's like multicultural.
Yeah.
Like not even it's just changed everything's changed in Brixton, so
it's changed because more people, like the house prices are going up for reasons. Everyone's got different reasons, yeah. But people are trying to find cheaper housing, innit? And in droves, so that's kind of what kind of happens, but it's happening in so many places.
But Brixton's never been cheap. To be honest with you, Brixton's never been cheap to buy property, but the prices have just gone up. They're just going up. But Brixton has never been cheap, no.
And then this is a time now when we are trying to...
not cheap,
yeah. This is the time when we are really starting to think about buying a house. Or... I'm not limiting myself. What I really would like to do is build a house.
Yes.
Away from busy areas, because I don't really like busy areas too much. I just, in it, babe. Every time we have to go to a busy place, I'm like, it's just too many people and stuff. I want to be kind of away from it. Build a nice house with no neighbours in a nice big.
Well, that's not going to happen in London. I want to live in London.
Okay, maybe on the fringes of London. But that's the situation that we're in now. And it just so happens that this is the time when house prices are going up mad. And just 15-20 years ago, houses were really, really cheap. People didn't even want to buy houses. So
I wouldn't say they were really cheap. They weren't really cheap. They were cheaper than, like, you mean like maybe 40-50 years ago they were really cheap. Because when our grandparents were buying houses, they were buying their houses for 19,000, and those houses have gone up to like hundreds of thousands.
Yeah.
Like that's and that is like a massive increase. But 10-15 years ago they were cheaper than they are now, but they were still pretty expensive.
They were. Okay, I think what I'm trying to say is... Carry on with what you're saying.
No, that's true. No.
I think what I'm trying to say is... It seems to me like back then, if you had like a regular job, even like the cost of living was lower as well. It wasn't so expensive just to live. So if you just had a regular job, you could be quite comfortable paying off a house so long as you were working. And you had a decent job, not a great job, a decent job. You could work, you could support your family, you could save a little bit of money, you can go on holiday, and you can pay the mortgage, and then if you're really good, you pay it off. It will still take long, but you know, it was quite comfortable. That's, even my mum kind of said that to me like a few years ago, you know. Whereas now, it's like both people in the relationship have to work, you know, and they have to have decent jobs and work extra, and jobs are harder and things are costing more.
Have a massive deposit.
Yeah, you have to have a massive deposit. So, you know, it's one of those things. But we're going to get there, man. We're very positive people. That is how situations are now, but you have to be positive.
Yeah.
And innovative. And that's what we are. Innit, babes?
Yes.
Yeah, man. So, today, we were thinking, well, not even today, a few days ago, we were kind of talking about stuff, because baby's getting nearer. It's exciting. We're excited about it. Can't wait for baby to get here. We're going for scans.
I'm excited. Is that an understatement?
The way you're saying, you have to go through it. I'm like, yeah,
I'm ready for the baby to come out now. Just, you know, even 2 weeks, baby, come out. Because I think they say 37 weeks is... Okay. What did I say? 37 weeks is... Like, there's preterm. Oh, I don't know the term, but 37 weeks, the baby's basically everything, all the organs and everything are fully developed, apart from one thing. But the baby will be fine if the baby comes out at 37 weeks. Full term, they call, I think, 39 to 40 weeks. I'm hoping I don't get to 39 weeks because I'm tired now. I'm tired. And I'm weary.
I don't know that song.
And heavy laden. No, I'm just making it up.
Oh, okay.
Choose words.
Like a musical, yeah. Yeah. So you know, baby's gonna be here within no time. So we're talking about, you know, what our plans are, what we're gonna do. We have to start thinking about plans, you know, when we're at the hospital, and we have to get things prepared.
Yeah, I really want to have a water birth, but I'm not sure if they're going to let me have one. But I'm hoping that I have a water birth. That's the best option for me, because I can just go. Nothing's going to take the pain away, but the water birth is my best. I've had 3 children, and I've had one of those with water birth, and that was the best pain relief for me, because I don't want to take any other. I've never taken any other sort of pain relief. And so that means that two births I've had to give without anything whatsoever. So the water really helps. So I'm hoping to do that. Also, my 2 eldest sons, especially the oldest one, he came up with it. Then the second one was saying, "Oh, I want to come too." My son wants to see us giving birth. My 8-year-old wants to see us giving birth, and the 7-year-old wants to see us giving birth. And I think that's a good idea. They're learning about, or they have learnt about reproduction, like reproduction of plants and reproduction of humans. So they've learnt how everything works, apart from exactly how it works. But they've learnt about the sperm being
meeting up with the ovary.
Yes, I need to use a proper term, but I can't use the proper term right now. But yeah, so they learned about all of that. So, you know, it would be good for them to see their mum giving birth. Yeah, instead of them watching a video or something, they should, you know.
Because that's how I remember sex education being. We watched a video of a woman giving birth.
Did you?
Yeah.
I missed sex education. That's when I was in America.
Oh, really?
I missed data sex education. I had the year 6 one, which was like minor.
Little diagrams.
But then in year 9, I was in America in the 8th grade.
You never went.
So I never had sex education. No, so I didn't.
Yeah, I mean,
know that sex education.
So I went through the whole thing.
I wouldn't want to watch somebody giving birth in school. That, like, if you're doing that with your friends and stuff, that would just be a joke. Like,
well, it you know, it's like you learn everything through diagrams, and then from what I can remember, we watched like a video, and it had like naked people in it. You know, it showed like the real genitalia. Yeah, not erect and stuff like that, but just like a man and a woman. And then it showed a woman giving birth, but it wasn't like
you could see
it wasn't
everything.
showing you everything.
Yeah.
But you know, they put like a sheet over and you see what the baby looks like when the baby comes out, and
you hear the noises and stuff. Basically.
all of that. Yeah, and it's like a narrator in like a proper English voice, like, yes, she is in a lot of pain, but she will make it through. She's been in labour for 4 hours.
But the thing is, because the reason why I'm talking about this is because when you tell some people like, I've told one midwife before and they were like, oh, like, I don't think that's a good idea. And I was like, why? And she was like, oh, because, you know, if something happened, like if they don't like it, then, you know, then their dad's going to have to take them out. And I'm like, their dad's going to have to take them out and, you know, you need somebody. But I'm like, no, but I can make sure that there's somebody else there. Because I've already planned, I've already asked somebody to come along to the hospital with us, like a family member. Can you come and be with us? And, you know, if there's any issues, then you can take the children out or one child out or whatever. So, but I think that is the best education. Like, I can imagine back in the days when mothers were giving birth, children were present. Like, children were present and it was a normal thing. It wasn't a taboo or... Like, why should they be out of the dark if they want to see? Like, it's education. It's reality. It's what happened. It's how they were born.
Yeah.
You know? So, and I think that my kids would... I'm excited for them to come and see. I'm so excited. I tell my eldest son, because my eldest son, like, sometimes if I'm sad or anything, he's like, Mummy, are you okay? So I don't know. I don't know how he's going to react to me being in pain or... You know, I've spoken to him about it. I said, oh, Israel, you're going to cry if you see me crying or something. He said, I might, but I'll be okay. I was like, but basically, I just talk with him through it before we get there, you know? And I think he'll be fine with it because I'll be, like, I have been through 3 births and I'm conscious enough to talk. I'm not just like, I don't lose control. Like the last time I had been induced, didn't it?
Yeah.
And the woman was asking me, oh, gas in air. I was like, no, I don't want any gas in air. I'm a soldier. Remember, I was just like, I was just determined.
No,
like, I'm in pain, but I'm still very good.
That's how you were going on. I was like, yes.
Yeah, but
you're not a soldier, you're a queen.
That's just leave me alone. I don't want gas in there. I'm okay, you know? I wanted a water bath, but you didn't give it to me, so just leave me alone about gas in there. No, I don't. I want
pushing
water.
that gas in there on you, though.
I know, I want nature.
Take these drugs. Are you sure you don't want these drugs? They're good, you know. But you know what, babe? The truth is, you know, nowadays, everything is like sanitized. Funnily enough, except for hospitals, which are kind of dirty. But when you go to let's take supermarket for an example. All the fruit and vegetable look pristine. And if you don't look nice, they probably throw them in the bin. Like
they look pristine with a fraction of the nutrients that there used to be inside of them, because they genetically modified them to look perfectly shiny and perfectly rounded or perfectly this.
And it's like, if the potato or the cucumber or the tomato looks a bit not like how it should look,
then the supermarkets don't want it.
They don't have, so you don't even see them. But if there isn't
even eggs, because when I went to a farm when I was younger, I went to a farm and they showed us the eggs that wouldn't go to the supermarket, but they are perfectly good. They just looked different. Like there was some eggs that looked weird, but they were like, they cracked an egg and it was an egg.
It was fine.
It was a normal egg, but they wouldn't go to supermarkets.
It has to look a certain
They have to look
way.
like perfectly oval, nothing on the, like, no bumps or anything on the shell and stuff like that.
So imagine, you know, so that's how kids are growing up. That's how kids are growing up, man. That's what they're used to. When they see meat, like chicken, they don't see no blood on the chicken. That chicken looks pink and it's got some white things. You know what I mean?
Sometimes they don't even see the skin.
Yeah.
Like on beef and lamb, they don't see any skin. They don't see anything of the actual lamb or beef.
You know, so we are really trying, and me really, I don't know if it's because I got 3 boys, but I really want my children to, like, not be into this. Like, I want my children to see the real way things are. Like, my dad was a bit like that. That's one thing that my dad used to do with me. Funnily enough, I'm going to talk something about my dad in a minute. But, you see, when it comes to, like, when we buy bananas and stuff and it's got a bit of a brown bit and my kids are like, oh, that bit's brown. And
but they say that because of me as well.
Yeah,
so it comes from me. So, but where do I get it from? I get it because I live in a place where, you know, if it's a bit brown, it's not perfect. I don't want it. But
I'm like, no, it's still fine. It's just a bit bruised there,
and it will taste a bit sweeter. But that's it.
But you're going to eat it because it's a banana and we paid for it, unless it's gone off or something. But that's, and then like with like seedless fruits and seedless vegetables.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. A lot of the time, it's hard to eat. Like very recently.
Do you know Sorry, you can finish.
Just very recently, Shamika's mum. I'll talk to Shamika's mum about this because in the Bible, right, it says something along the lines in Genesis of, you know, and God made the fruits with seeds. Okay, and so you read that and it's like, you know, fruit should have seeds in it.
I forgot that grapes actually had seeds in them. When my mum, because my mum buys seedless grapes.
No, seeded grapes.
Sorry, she buys seeded grapes, and she was telling my kids. Like, when they go to her house, they always ask for her for whatever they want. Yeah. And she said, yeah, they mind the seeds. And they were like, seeds? Like, they didn't know there were seeds in grapes. But I had forgotten that there were seeds in grapes. And I remember being younger and having seeds in my grapes, like little tiny things in your grapes. And I completely forgot. How can you forget?
It's because it's... nowadays the normal grapes are the seedless ones.
Yeah.
Because people can bite it and they can just eat it.
I don't even think it's
health and safety.
I don't think it's easy to get seeded grapes.
Well, I can't remember the last time I've seen seeded, that word. It's always seedless. You know, so that is kind of what we are kind of always fighting against in society. You know, most people, I suppose, I would guess,
it's not even that.
Most people don't really mind that.
But I don't even think that we're fighting against it. But I think that where we can do something about it, we do. Yeah. You know?
Once we know...
When we're able to, we do.
It's like, I believe that, like, us as a family...
Children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way.
I believe that. But I also believe that when you're presented with new information, especially when it's contrary to what you originally believe, you know, you should check that information, and if it's correct, that should be the new way that you think. Not, oh, it's different to what I think, so I'm going to fight against it, you know? So when you think, you know, why do we have seedless grapes? I don't, you know, it's good to try. Like, most of the times when I buy fruits and stuff, I just grab stuff when I go shopping. Well, we get our shopping delivered, but when
if we do go shopping,
it's normally with the kids, and we haven't got really time to think. Grapes, this, that, but you know, we can do better.
But it's what is. It's not even just that. It's what is the norm. They don't push the more natural option. You have to go to a farmer's market to find a natural option, or go to an organic place. It's not in a local supermarket. It's norm to have the processed things and the GM things, you know. And they're supposed to say when it's genetically modified, but you never see it. But you know it's genetically modified.
Yeah, well, it's probably there at the back, underneath the flap. And, you know,
no, they probably just don't. They have a lot less natural things, and they have organic things. They don't have organic things of every single vegetable and fruit. And plus, organic doesn't mean it's 100%.
Yeah, it has natural. To be a certain percentage.
Exactly. So you know,
that's the kind of thing they don't tell you. We have a few like natural shops that sell all natural stuff here. And in America, they've got one that I always hear them talking about.
What is it?
Whole Foods.
Okay.
Maybe I'm wrong. Is that in England?
I don't know. It could be in both places, but I've heard of Whole Foods.
Yeah, you know, where people... But, like us...
And those places always are more expensive as well.
Yeah, so that's what I'm just going to say. The way that we do our shopping it's a lot more expensive than it has than it could be. Yeah, because we really try and buy certain things like milk.
Yeah,
I use that as an
or
example.
rice milk, or
Yeah,
but like because cow's milk is much cheaper than an alternative milk.
Much cheaper.
Even though the alternative milk, I believe, is better for your body than cow's milk.
Yeah, rice milk, almond milk. I would never have. I love milk, yogurt, cheese, all that stuff.
Yeah.
When I was younger, if you would have said to me, when you grow up, you're gonna drink almond milk. I think when we were really young, my mum tried to, me and my brothers, my mum tried to come home with soya milk, and we just looked up. We just was like,
"What's this?
What? I ain't having no soya milk." And then eventually got the cow's milk back. But we've kind of got the children into that, innit? We buy a lot of fruit and veg. Our children drink a lot of water. So all that to say, like, if you want to live a lifestyle that is healthy and good for you...
Even the water we drink that comes out of the tap has to be sanitised. The drinking water that we have is already contaminated with whatever the government thinks that they should contaminate it with. Like, as in fluoride and...
all these metals
chlorine
and stuff in there.
Just things, it's like... a lot of heavy metals. Like, why are you contaminating our children's food? Like, why? There's no need. There's no need, so obviously they have their reasons for doing things, but it's just not right.
It's for the masses, man. When I was a delivery driver, delivering shopping, before the job I have now, I used to drive around and deliver shopping to people. People go online, do their shopping, and I would drive around and deliver it to them. And I noticed differences in the areas where I delivered the shopping. The more affluent areas of London, more in central London and the nicer places, everything looked a bit nicer. The floor was a bit cleaner.
Was it like wealthier
people with more money?
Yeah.
Not bigger houses. The facilities in the area were nicer. Yeah. But the shopping that they did, this is the first time like I started to realise things. I think I was in my early 20s.
That's different.
See, when I was young, we just drink tap water. Like, I don't drink tap water now straight.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm tempted to when I'm just rushing, but you'll be like, Issa, just pour it in the filter,
Yeah.
But they would buy so many cases of water. And I used to think, while I'm carrying this water up the stairs to them, I'm thinking, why do they buy so much water?
And it was a weekly thing, wasn't it? Yeah.
And then you realise certain things.
Yeah, when you have kids, you realise that they go down the line,
that's why.
They know something that we don't know.
There you go. And it's not like they get invited to secret meetings. It's just how, if you just follow the role that society has given you, you kind of just...
Because even now, we're not able to just buy as many bottles of water as we want to. We can't just buy distilled water at our disposal. It's expensive.
Yeah.
Like, we have to filter and boil our water, and to me, that's still not good enough. It would be better to even distill the water, because you still get certain things going into your water, but it's better than just drinking it straight from the tap. So,
Yeah, but all this stuff, it's more expensive. And it makes the cost of living even higher, but that's, But that
ties into what we're talking about letting the kids see the birth. It's like, the kids need the knowledge of what's going into their body, what their bodies do, what the male body does, what the female body does. They need to know it from young, and they need to know it from my perspective, they need to know it from us, so that what's being given to them is not tainted. So
they need to see real,
And I want to know what you guys think about, because I know it's that some people might have mixed feelings about, but they might be too young. I don't understand why some people feel like children are too young to see that. Is it because the society we live in, where it's not normal, or what is it? Because I think it's normal. For a child, when a child comes out of the womb, they're naked. They don't have clothes. They don't have anything. So naturally, we should all be naked. We're not, but we were all naked, you know. So
that's how we came.
What is it that's going to harm the child by them seeing their mum give birth? Because yes, the mother will be in pain for that short amount of time, but every single time that I give birth, the minute the baby's out, everything's happy. Like, you look at the baby, like it's something to celebrate. Look at what came from a sperm and an egg.
Yes.
Look at this big thing that's been growing for 9.5 months. It's a life, and I'm looking like I'm pretending that there's a baby here. You know, it's a life. It's got hair and eyes and everything. It's just, you know, and that came from a sperm and an egg. And the children will see that, and they'll see where it came from. They might look at the placenta and be like, ugh, but it's good for them to see. Like, I think that's so. I think that's wicked. I'm like excited for them to see it. I'm excited for them to see me in pain. Like, I'm excited for them to see their dads rolling in the whole thing. I'm just excited. It's
gonna be like when I think about it.
And it's a story. It's a story that I'm like, yeah, I'm proud. I'll be proud. Like, my kids came, like, to see me giving birth to you. Like, your big brothers were there to see when you were born. Like, that's just. I think it's amazing.
It is amazing. It's really, it's good, like, to know that they're going to see what it's like for a woman to give birth from so young, because they may not get that opportunity again. It's better for them to see their own mum, and I think it. Not like I'm not going to be to them, okay, so you've seen this, so now you know what women go through. But it's like,
they're not going to, because when they get older, it's going to be a different story when it's their wife.
Yeah, but what I mean is, like, they are going to subconsciously have like a healthy respect for women, because they're going to see a woman actually give birth.
Yeah,
that's not the be all and end all. Okay, you've seen this, but it's a good thing to actually see, isn't it?
I think it's amazing. I think it's amazing. My mum said that I was there when she gave birth to my youngest sister, I think. Not my youngest sister. My sister that's 4 years younger than me. And she said that I was laughing.
So you were about 4?
I was about 4. And I was laughing. But I guess I was too young, innit?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't remember anything. So, but yeah, man. I think I'm just excited about it. I know I keep on saying I'm excited, but because I was talking to you about it on the bus the other day, innit? And I was just like, no nurse can tell me, oh, your child can't come in here because I don't think it's. That's not my business what you think. It's my child and it's my body, and it's there. This is a part of education.
I've noticed that.
That's like saying we go to a different country, and we go to a country where when you buy your chicken is live, and they kill your chicken for you, and you're like, okay, go out of the room. You don't see how this chicken's killed because you're just too young. No, I want you to see how the chicken is killed. See, this is reality. See how it might be a bit like, but if we're gonna eat the chicken, it's better for you to see how the chicken is killed in a proper way, not like some ghetto, just like, break the neck, or in a proper way.
Yeah, in a proper
I would want them to see it rather than them not see it.
No, it's true, and me personally, like, I would love to live in a way that we have our own house somewhere, we have animals, and we grow fruits and vegetables, and we pick the fruit and veg and we make it.
I think that would be better.
Like when my brothers and sisters and my mum went to Jamaica last, they went to a lady's house. I think she was like a family friend, and the lady picked fruit and veg from the garden and stuff, and then went and cooked it. And they said that it tasted so different and so nice.
And I can imagine.
Because it hasn't got all the pesticides and, stuff on it.
You know what, I yearn for that. But it's so like far from our reality right now.
Right now.
It's not out of our grasp. It can happen, but it's just like something that's unknown to us. It's unknown to us. It's not a choice that we've ever been given. And that's wrong. the choice has been taken out of our hands, out of our children's hands. You know, maybe our grandparents probably knew what it was like. You know, but it's been taken out of our hands, and that's not fair. That we have no choice in what we eat. Well, to a certain extent, because when we're able to, we can. But at the moment, we have no choice because we don't have funds to grow our own fruit and veg. We don't have the funds to have a chicken farm or anything like that. So I'm not saying forever, but right now it's out of our hands, and that's not fair, you know?
You know what? It's all different circumstances that made that happen. Now we know better.
It's money it's the love of money that made that happen. That's what happened.
Go deeper. What do you mean?
As in, these organisations, I don't know who exactly, because I can't put my finger and say, oh, Tesco did it. But, you know, the organisations that came about with the processed foods and quick and easy way to get this and microwaves and all that. It was all about money. It was all about, what do you call it? Capitalism? Capitalism. That's what it comes down to.
Rules.
Yeah, like, so you make things easier for people, or you just tell them it's easier, but you don't really tell them about what will be lost. People obviously chose the easier things all the time, or else it would have never worked.
Yeah.
But people used to work harder then as well. So, you know, and now it's like, we just have no say so. We're just born into it. Yeah,
and anyone who goes against it, people look at them a bit like, all right, calm down.
They're fuddy-duddy.
You want to homeschool? Well, you know, or what? You're moving out to some
rural place.
You're building your own house out of sustainable material. You know.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are looked at in that kind of a way, but you know, when you know better, you're supposed to do better.
That's right.
It's gonna be hard. It's not like an easy thing to change up everything, but I'm thinking about my children's children. You know, my children are gonna get it in their life. They're gonna have a good life. They've already got emotionally a good life, but money is
God, you keep staring
still
over there.
important. Oh, sorry, I'm used to looking at that. Money is important. Yeah, I'm not going to say money doesn't mean anything. Money is a way to do certain things, but babe, do I care about what's the word? Like, am I money driven in a way? Like,
no.
I think like I would not buy trainers that cost £100.
Yeah, you're not greedy, and you're not money driven. You're not really things driven, but I think we prefer to have things that are better for us and our bodies and our family, not like Gucci and Nike, and that's not nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
But what is, you know, is better quality of clothes, or, you know, things that go with our hair type or our skin type, or things that will help nourish our bodies, you know.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm all about, man. So that's us, you know. And I was going to say something about my dad, and the thing I was going to say about my dad is my dad was like that. He was very much like he used to always try and show me how things were. So he would always want to show me things, like, because my dad's from Sierra Leone, so he would want to show me, like, this is how you make this is where this comes from. He used to take me to the market. He used to live in Hackney, so he used to take me to like Distilled and stuff. Take me to the market, look at this food, and I was like, wow, that looks weird, you know. That's one thing that my dad showed me. And I was speaking to Shamika the other day, and I said something else. Oh yeah, that's something that my dad showed me.
He always says, oh, that's one thing that my dad showed me. And I said to you...
Yeah, you basically said... You said that so many times.
You
that
say
showed
that
me
a
this
lot.
one thing.
Yeah.
That's how I kind of talk about my dad. It's not really fair. I'm always like... Because I never grew up with my dad, and I never felt like my dad was there for me. Like, I'm there for my children. That's how I judge him. Okay, so, but
if you think about the amount of times you say, oh, the one thing my dad told me, and it's different things,
yeah,
the short amount of time that you did spend with him, at least he gave you some things.
He did.
Yeah.
He was preparing me in certain ways. So, well done, Dad. You didn't do bad. I'm still here. You know. So yeah, we are going to bring our children into the labour room.
Yep.
And they're going to see Shamika giving birth, and they're going to see their brother or sister come into the world.
With all the stuff on its face.
With the thing and the afterbirth. And all the stuff happening. If it gets too much for them, I'm not going to be like, listen, look at this, okay?
This is what happens in reality.
If you're watching me on YouTube, I'm like I'm holding someone's neck. No. When it gets too much, they can go. But we're talking about it.
If you're listening to me.
So if you're listening, you can't see.
Yeah.
But if you're watching, you can see everything. Yeah, they're going to be there. They're going to really know what it's about. And I'm sure that they're going to tell lots of people. And when they grow up, it's going to be a help to them.
People. Yeah, my mum was laying with her legs open and screaming.
I hope they tell people. Yeah, I don't care what people think about me. If they think whatever, why did you do that with your kids?
That way.
In that way. Let them tell people, you know. So yeah.
It doesn't matter if people, whatever people say, that's just their own naivety and their own, I just think it's a silly way to look at things. Oh, why? They're too young, you know, it's going to traumatise them. Why will it traumatise them? It will only traumatize. We are our own worst enemy sometimes. Yeah. We inhibit ourselves. When you come on the earth, my youngest son is so fearless. And the older he gets, fear will be put into him because that is the world that we live in. We know fear because when we come to the world, don't go in there, don't do this, don't touch that, don't.
What do I say lots of times? When the kids are doing certain things, and sometimes Shamika, because not a lot, but sometimes, I don't like to say like Shamika's like, oh, don't do this, she's not like that. But sometimes Shamika could be like, oh, you know, don't step on that.
I am like that with dirt things. I'm like, don't touch that.
Okay, and I'm like, touch the dirt and let's get a bit dirty. But even when
like in the grass and stuff, I don't like being barefoot in the grass and stuff like that.
I'm like, look, man,
it's better for you to have your foot in grass.
That's why balance is good, though. Balance.
Yeah, but you're like, no. When he goes to the park, he takes off his shoes and socks and he runs around and the kids do it. If it was just me taking them to the park, I wouldn't have their socks and their shoes off. So I'll be thinking, what if they step in doo-doo? What if they do this? What if they do that? But because he does it, it's like, okay, you know.
Daddy will be looking out. Yeah, play with insects.
And it's true, like it's true. I wouldn't touch insects and stuff, but if I grew up in a country, like in a countryside where I was outside in the field all the time, like playing, I'm sure I wouldn't be scared to put a worm in my hand or an ant or anything like that. Yeah. If I grew up in Africa or Jamaica or India, I wouldn't be scared. Yeah, when you see them on TV, you see flies in their face and stuff. They don't care. They're not moved by it. But
okay, what kind of Africa? You said flies on their face. Are they laying down with bloated bellies? Like
no, but there's some places like in like Maasai.
That's what they like to show on TV.
You see but Maasai. When you see Maasai on TV,
what's Maasai?
The Maasai tribe.
Okay, the tribe.
Yeah, the Maasai tribe on TV. They don't look like they're like in any sort of distress, or they look like they're living in their truth. They're in their community. They don't look like they're suffering in any way. Yeah, I'm not sure, but they don't. They look like they have their way of doing things. Man, but when you see the flies going in their face and stuff, they look like.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Yeah, and if I went amongst the Maasai tribe and I started doing that, they'll think I'm having a fit.
They'll look at you like.
What is wrong with this?
What is wrong?
This Westerner.
Yeah, that's
and it's true. Like, what can a fly really do apart from sit on? It's not even gonna bite me.
Yeah, insects are a big thing for you, isn't it?
And a lot of people in the Western world.
Yeah, that's funny, man. I'll make sure my kids ain't like
You're acting like if a fly came in your face, you wouldn't go like this.
No, I would, but I wouldn't be like, I wouldn't be like that.
I don't. Do I go that far?
No.
Exactly, but I'm just...
With a moth, you do.
I'm just making an example.
No, it's true. I don't exactly what you're saying. I'm just teasing. Well, what I was saying before, with the kids, sometimes kids are kids. Let's say they're trying to reach something. The other day, one of our kids was trying to reach something, and he stepped on the chair, and he the way he stepped on the chair was like...
he stepped on the tricycle.
He stepped on the youngest tricycle.
The tricycle started to, like...
It started to move.
But the other child's foot was there, so it didn't move, like it blocked the bike from going any further.
So what would have happened was, the child, our eldest who was on the tricycle leaning for something, would have fell, and then that tricycle would have run over the younger one's foot. It's like Laurel and Hardy.
If his foot wasn't there, it would have just went and he would have fell.
But imagine if it went over his foot and he fell, and then the other one was like, ah!
Yeah, I don't think it would have hurt. I think it would have hurt the one that dropped more.
It would have.
But because the tricycle stopped on Ezekiel's foot, and Ezekiel was like, ow, Israel! But it didn't hurt him that much because he still stood there like, you know, and Israel just tried to carry on. I was like, Israel, get down.
Yeah.
Israel, he just carried on getting his book from him. I was like, what are you doing?
It's cool, man. And even when nothing happened, but
you were saying...
I'm not a bad dad.
No, it's true what you said, though. It's true what you said.
Yeah, I'm a good dad. I really make sure my children are safe. I want them to be safe. You should see me sometimes with my kids. But when he was doing that,
you thought...
And Shanika luckily got away. I said, you know what? Sometimes I will leave you to go on the tricycle and fall, and then you will definitely not do it again. Because when you keep stopping the child from doing this, just about stop them, they're going to try and do it again until one day the thing happens and they drop and they get hurt, and you rub their knee or whatever and you say, that's what happens when you do this. But you have to pick the right times for that, innit?
No. So, if he had dropped, you would have left him there and said, good, it serves you right, because you know you're not supposed to climb up there, and this is the consequence. I can only tell you so many times, but guess what? You learn by doing it. And that is what we are talking about. You learn by seeing things, you learn by doing things. It's called trial and error. You learn by the mistakes that you make sometimes. That's just how it goes.
That's it.
You can only tell a child, don't touch that, don't touch that, don't touch that so many times. And then they just like, when you tell, it's like a taboo to them, like, oh, why not? Like, you can tell them why not, but still, they're still inquisitive about why. And then they touch something and it burns them, and it's like, oh, I'll never do that again. Yeah. I will never do that again, because now I really understand what getting burnt means.
Yes. No children were burned
in the process of
these stories we're telling you. Yes, so guys, that's it, man.
Ezra got burnt.
He did, because he tried to touch something. At my
mum's,
I don't think he'll do it again.
Yeah.
But he's safe, because we saw what happened, and
it was a minor burn.
It was a bit after, but you know, he would have been safe. So yeah, we are going to stop here. We're trying not to go on too much.
Okay, but before we stop, guys, tell me what you think about... What do you think about the children coming into the label with us? I just want to know what your thoughts are, you know, because obviously you know what I think about it, and I don't understand. I'm not even going to say anymore. Just tell me what you think, you know.
Yeah, we
can converse about it and stuff. So yeah,
that's right, man. So please do that.
And would you do it if you had the opportunity? Would you like take your child in if they wanted to? Because it's not like we didn't offer them, oh, do you want to come? My eldest son said, can I come? And this was like at the beginning of the pregnancy. Like I was like 3 months, and he said, can he come? And I was like, as soon as he asked, I was like, and you was like, no. You was like, no. You said no at first, and I was like, no, but why not, Issa? And we discussed it and stuff, and like, you know, why not?
I'm for it, man.
Yeah. So yeah.
All right. So if you're listening to this on SoundCloud, we are not on SoundCloud anymore. Okay, things are going to be up there for a bit longer. If you have already subscribed to us,
we are still on SoundCloud, but you're not updating it. There's no new episodes on SoundCloud.
Yes.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do, for a long time I didn't put episodes on SoundCloud, but I'm going to put like the last 4 or 5 on there. So what I want you to do is, if you're on SoundCloud, I want you to go to youngfreeandcouple.com, go on the top or the side, click the menu bar, go to episodes. That's where you can listen. More importantly, if you have an iPhone, go to your podcast app and search for Young, Free and Coupled and subscribe. Okay, that helps us immensely. You wouldn't, if you just do that because you like listening to us, if you subscribe, trust me, it makes a massive difference. Just by subscribing, we don't ask for anything from you. That way you get content, and that way we can show like our reach, and like when we want to do things in the future, we can say, well, we've got this many subscribers, because I know some people just listen to it, they don't subscribe. So if you subscribe, it makes a massive difference. So while you're here listening, you can subscribe. Okay, now if you don't have an iPhone, I don't even have an iPhone, yeah, you've got an Android phone, I've got an Android phone. Okay, go to youngfreeandcouple.com, and on the top of the side in the menu, you'll see subscribe to Android. Okay, you click that and you follow the instructions. I won't go through it with you now. Follow the instructions and it will tell you how to subscribe on Android, because you have to download a podcasting app and stuff, but it's all explained there. You can even do that now while you're listening to us. It makes a massive difference. All right, guys, and yeah,
and YouTube
and YouTube.
Subscribe.
If you like this, you just move the mouse and press the like button. That makes a difference.
And subscribe and turn on your notifications so that you'll know when we upload a new video.
Yes, all those things help. It doesn't cost money. Okay, it just helps us to get to where we're going and be able to do more things. When we have a bigger reach, when you guys tell us stuff and wow, you know, our listeners are so cool. You know, one of our listeners is doing this, I can broadcast that to lots of people and everyone can help each other. Right, so alright guys, please subscribe on the audio podcast and YouTube. Thank you for listening and watching us today.
Yes, and I hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you again for another
episode of
Young, Free and Coupled.
Bye bye.